For my cooperative learning lesson, I decided to use the jigsaw method. In the jigsaw method, it works on having students work together to teach each other and to become masters on information. And it really teaches students to be able to rely on each other and trust each other that they're getting the information that they need. So I would start my activity by grouping my students into groups of 5 or 6, and then I would take a chapter of the book and split it into like 5 or 6 sections, and then I would assign each person in the group a section of the chapter that I split it into. After the students become experts on their chapter or their section of the chapter, they would then pair off and get into groups depending on the section of the book that they read. They would all match with members that read the same section they did. Then they would basically go over main points and important information that they read in their chapter. And then after that, they would then go back to their original groups. And each student would then teach the rest of their group about their section and the important things in their section that they would need to know for a test. After each student has gone through all of the presentations and all of them have been able to speak about their section, I would then give a quiz over the chapter of the book. The main point of this is to basically just have the students rely on each other for information and make sure that they are listening to each other and paying attention when each other is speaking, so that they are they know what they're doing for the quiz. It really helps the students learn to rely on each other because they need each other to get all the information that they need. None of them can do this on their own because they're not reading the whole chapter of the book. And if any of the students have questions, they're able to ask each other and rely on each other to make sure they're getting all the information that they need for the quiz. I would not tell them that there's going to be a quiz beforehand to see how they're listening, and then after a couple times of them doing it, they would realize that there's going to be a quiz, and it might make them listen a little bit more, it might not, but the whole goal of it is to make sure the students are listening to each other and trusting each other that they're getting the information they need. It also holds the students accountable for everyone else because they are in charge of teaching everyone in the room all the information. So they need to make sure that they know what they're talking about so that they aren't blamed for students not knowing the information on the quiz.